Today is going to be at 7 p.m. Please be on time. As the Halacha we were discussing yesterday was about knives, to not have knives on the table as we say Birkat Hamazon. And the reason is that we said two factors why it could be. One is because the table of where a person eats is similar to the mizbeach, and regarding the mizbeach it says lo tanif aleim barzel. The mizbeach is something that lengthens a person's life. It's kapara, it's atonement, and the knife, the sword, is something that does the opposite. And the second reason we mentioned is because there was a story in the times of the Mishnah that a person was so saddened when he mentioned Yerushalayim and the destruction of Beit HaMikdash that he went ahead and he stabbed himself with a knife. He went and he said Birkat Hamazon with such tragedy that he went ahead and took his knife and he stabbed himself and he ended up dying. So based on these two reasons, we don't we cover the knives, or we remove the knives before we say Birkat Hamazon. However, the Shulchan Aruch writes that the minhag is on Shabbat and Yom Tov that we don't have to cover the knives. We don't do that. And the question is, why is that the case? If it's similar to the Mizbeach, so why should Shabbat be different? So some of the explanations, some of those explain that because of the fact that Shabbat resembles Yemot HaMashiach and Binyan Beit HaMikdash, the building of Beit HaMikdash, and once the Beit HaMikdash is built, we're going to have the real Mizbeach. So the table is not going to be in the place of the Mizbeach, you're going to actually have a Mizbeach that's Mechaper, and then we could resort back to having knives on tables in general. So since Shabbat is, we do a lot of indications to the days of Mashiach, so it could be that that's why on Shabbat and Yom Tov that minhag did not develop. Even in the second reason, which is about the fact of the sadness of Yerushalayim, it could be on Shabbat, which we're not allowed to be sad, and we have to be besimcha, and there's a kedushat Shabbat, so it could be that zchut of that mitzvah protects as well. But either way, we do not have the custom to do it on Shabbat, only during the week. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.